Hello everyone, this is Venom Geek Media here, and I'm just going to throw up a quick little video, a little early Christmas present, maybe it won't be by the time this goes up, for my review of Rogue One. Bear in mind, this will be spoilers. I am not going to edit this review so there's no spoilers, because I don't know what counts as spoilers and what doesn't, okay? So you're just going to have to, if you don't want to hear spoilers, don't click away, but don't click away, because really it's not really spoilers. If you haven't guessed what's going to happen at the end of the film, then really you're just asking for it then, because I mean it's obvious with what it's about and the characters and all that. I'm just saying. Okay, so what did I think? In a nutshell, go out and see this film. Go out and see this film. Go out and support it. This is such a good film. This was such a breath of fresh air. It was new, it was different, it was exciting, and it was creative, and it did so much for Star Wars. Force Awakens can be really seen to be the sparks of new Star Wars, but Rogue One is the fireworks of new Star Wars. I would say I don't know if it's hard to say if I enjoyed it more than Force Awakens. It connects a lot of dots, and it makes sense of a lot of things, and it's just so cool and new and exciting. There's so much in here. The action, I have to praise the action and the characters and all that. It's great. The film moves at a moderate pace, a decent enough pace. I think it doesn't drag for any one point, but I was feeling full towards the end, but I was looking forward to that climax. There are a few oddities in that there are things that appear in the trailer that don't appear in the film, but I think that might be minor edits. But with the exception of that, it's really cool. All the characters are really cool. I really liked all of them. I thought they were great. It was a very different kind of cast of characters we've got going here. These are more sort of anti-heroes, some of them. Like Forrest Whitaker? These are more anti-hero, they're more roguish, and also they're not Jedi, and they're not particularly force sensitive, apart from the blind guy, but they're much more grounded. They feel much more grounded, and that the plot, what's going to happen to them, and the plot tells you that they've not got plot shields, which makes the action very, that because they don't appear in any other films. Ooh, spoilers. So there's that, and the action is very intense. The film does tons of world building. It takes us to a massive variety of worlds, and it's so cool, and it's so beautiful and different and exotic, and it's great. It's really great. Like I say, the action is really well done, really well shot. I can't stress it enough. It feels like, I'd say it almost feels like a merge between J.J. Abrams' way of doing Star Trek with the space battles. Oh, I know, committing heresy there, but I am a Star Trek fan, by the way. That's what it felt like. That's kind of what it felt like. It was so good, so enjoyable. So like I say, the action is intense, it's different, it's new. You have never encountered anything like this before in Star Wars. This was such a breath of fresh air for the Star Wars films, and I want to see more. It felt like, this feels like a film that wouldn't have been made under George Lucas. George Lucas would be like, no, it's too dark, everyone dies and all that. Oh no, we can't be having that, we've got to have a happy ending. But I would actually say that it does better for it. It does much better for it. Because of all that. Because it's much darker and, on George Lucas, and that's why I'm thankful. These are the Star Wars films we can have. These feel like rather than George Lucas's safe blockbusters, these are going to be edgy like some of the comics we've had, and that I really look forward to. It's also jam-packed full of Easter eggs. It makes good use of locations. Locations are superb. Not only do we go back to Yavin 4 and see it really in its prime, before the rebels are forced to flee, but we also see, I think, Mustafar again, and other planets as well. Scarif is easily my favourite. That was a great place to end it. It's a big beach planet with all that, and the action in that is superb. The ship-to-ship combat, far better than The Force Awakens. Force Awakens was cool, but not really as compelling as it has been, particularly as it was in The New Hope. This was compelling, and it was cool, and it was energetic, and not only did you have the fighters going around shooting at each other, you also had the big capital ships engaging in each other with like the Hammerhead cruiser coming in against the Star Destroyer, and that was really cool. And it introduces such a variety of characters. Like I say, it joins up dots. One thing that was a bit strange, but I didn't mind, was it has Grand Moff Tarkin is in it. Obviously, it's not Peter Cushing. Peter Cushing is dead. But they, and it's uncanny. I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, they got a look-alike or something. But no. He was CGI. It's uncanny in some places. Very, very good. If I had to give the film's weakness, maybe it drags a little bit. Maybe. I'm really nitpicking here, and the villain was a bit weak, but he was cool. He did his role. Krennic was cool. He was, his only real villainous thing was that he was ambitious and he happened to be on the bad guy side. But, that's a bit realistic. That's actually kind of true, really, in some ways. But I thought that it was really... I still thought it was pretty cool, and the Death Troopers, they were cool. I liked them. Like I say, all the characters are awesome. You have Darth Vader in it, and he makes, I'd say, an appropriate appearance. This isn't like the Joker in Suicide Squad, where people went in expecting to see that and they got disappointed. No, if you go into this, I didn't expect to see Darth Vader. I thought, I expected him to turn up, say a few lines. What he does do is he helps connect. The film doesn't feel like it's forcing people into its positions for New Hope, because it's a completely different set of characters. They just have to kill everyone for New Hope to begin, basically, and that was really cool, really intense, and really exciting. The action is, something I don't think we've ever seen before in Star Wars. So, to, wrap this up, go out and see this film. Do it now. Do it immediately, please. This is a really, really good Star Wars film. Potentially, in fact, it might even be probably not the official film of the year, but I might pick it as my favourite film of the year. It's certainly up there, and we've had a great year for films. We've had a solid year for films, so yeah, don't go saying that. So, in short, Rogue One, awesome. Probably better than Force Awakens. If you think, oh, I didn't like Force Awakens, so I'm not going to like that. No, you'll probably like this one. You'll probably still like this one. Go out and see this film. It is pioneering. It is groundbreaking. The action, I can't emphasize the visuals. This is the best Star Wars has looked since it first began. It uses a great mixture of models and CGI and all that, and mocap and all that, and so it works beautifully. The film is superb. Go out and see it. What are you still doing watching this video? Go out and see it. This is Venom Geek Media. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.